If your car is acting strangely or you've installed a new battery and want to clear its head, a hard battery reset can often help. This process will completely cut power to your vehicle's electronics, forcing all the modules to reboot. It's a simple, free trick that can resolve electronic glitches like sensor errors or odd dashboard lights. In this guide, we'll walk through resetting your car's battery step by step. Remember that you'll be temporarily erasing some settings, like radio presets, so be prepared to set things up again afterward. Step 1. Park safely and turn everything off. Start by getting the car in a safe state for maintenance. Park on a level surface, set the parking brake, and make sure the engine is off and the keys are out of the ignition. It's also a good idea to remove the key fob from the vehicle. Turn off all accessories, headlights, radio, AC, so nothing is drawing power. This step ensures you won't have any electrical surprises when disconnecting the battery. For extra safety, you can put on gloves and safety glasses, as you'll be working around a battery which can emit small sparks. Step 2. Disconnect the negative battery cable. Open the hood and locate the battery. Identify the negative terminal, usually marked with a O sign or a black cable. Using a wrench, loosen the nut on the negative clamp and remove the negative cable first. Always disconnect the negative side first. This is crucial. The negative terminal is connected to the car's chassis ground, and removing it first prevents accidental short circuits if your tool touches metal. Once the clamp is loose, lift the negative cable off the terminal and push it aside, ensuring it doesn't spring back into contact with the battery post. Step 3. Disconnect the positive cable. Now loosen the nut on the positive terminal and remove that cable as well. Be careful that your wrench doesn't bridge from the positive terminal to any metal part of the car, as that could create a spark. Remove the positive cable and tuck it away from the battery. At this point, both battery cables should be completely disconnected, and your car has no electrical power. It's a good practice to keep the cables from touching each other or the battery terminals while you proceed. Step 4. Wait at least 15 minutes. With the battery disconnected, wait for about 15 to 30 minutes before doing anything else. This pause gives all the electrical components and capacitors time to fully discharge. Essentially, you're letting the car's brain and other modules power down completely. Some professionals even press the brake pedal for 10 seconds, or turn on the headlights, anything to help drain any residual energy. Waiting ensures that the car's memory is cleared out, which is the goal of a hard reset. Don't rush this step. Give it a full 15 minutes or more. Step 5. Reconnect the battery positive first. Time to hook things back up. Take the positive battery cable and attach it back onto the positive battery post. Push it all the way down on the terminal and tighten the clamp nut securely. Next, reconnect the negative cable to the negative post and tighten it down. Remember, the order is important. Positive first when connecting. This prevents an accidental short to ground while the positive is loose. Make sure both terminals are snug. You shouldn't be able to twist or pull off the connectors by hand. A loose battery connection can cause its own set of problems, so secure them well but avoid over-tightening to the point of damaging the terminals. Step 6. Start the engine and let it idle. Now, get back in the driver's seat and start the car. It might crank a tad longer than usual on the first start as the engine's computer relearns some basic settings. Once it's running, let the engine idle for a few minutes without revving. This idle period helps the engine control module recalibrate things like the idle speed. While it's idling, observe the dashboard. You'll likely see some warning lights that weren't there before. This can be normal right after a reset. For instance, the transmission or stability control light may come on initially. Don't panic. As the car idles and reboots, many of these should go out on their own. Also, turn the steering wheel left and right if your car has electronic power steering. Some models require a steering angle sensor recalibration, which can happen just by turning the wheel. Step 7. Verify electrical systems and restore settings. With the engine running, do a quick check of all your electronics. Test the headlights, turn signals, wipers, radio, interior lights, and gauges to make sure everything is functioning properly. In most cases, a hard reset will have cleared your radio presets, clock, and any saved seat or mirror positions, so you'll need to set those back up. If your radio has an anti-theft code, enter it so the radio works again. Also, note any odd behaviors, for example, if the engine idle fluctuates or the auto up-down on your power windows no longer works. Some vehicles require you to reinitialize the auto window feature by holding the switch down and up. Check your climate controls and other systems for normal operation. This step is all about ensuring that after the reset, the car's electronics are back online, and you've reconfigured anything that returned to default settings. Know when a professional is needed. A battery reset won't fix every problem. If you perform the hard reset to address a check engine light or another warning and it comes back on shortly after, that means there's an underlying issue that a simple reset can't solve. For example, a persistent check engine light might indicate a faulty sensor or component that needs repair. In such cases, you'll need to get a proper diagnostic done, either with an OBD2 scanner yourself or by taking the car to a mechanic. Also, be aware that some newer vehicles have battery management systems, BMS, that track the battery's condition.